Oh yeah, so which we're making some bread and what have you, just being self-sufficient. Bought some of this Cooper's Lager, it's made in Australia. How many pints does this make? Did say on there somewhere. I think it's 40 pints, I think it says it makes. Be about right. Yeah, anyway, okay, so bought this, it's about 15, I think I paid 15 quid for two or something, got quite a good deal. The instructions are on the side there, and it's basic, it says mix, brew, bottle, enjoy. So it's on about visiting DIYbeer.com for further instruction if you've got something else to mix with it, but I'm just doing the lager. Now, there's a label here, you can just see it, and you peel it off. There's some further instructions there, but not a lot really. It's on about put in Cooper's carbonated drops, that's basically sugar. So a teaspoon of sugar when you're bottling it, but I'll hang on to that. So there's one there unopened, got two, thought we'd give it a go. Right, so there's a lid. It's easy enough. Now the last tin I had like this from somebody else, I needed a can opener. Okay, so let's have that off that. God, that's stuck
on there one.
Right. So I know this might be a little bit boring, but you definitely need to get this lid removed first. So get it open, and the reason you need to do it now, as with this cheap can opener.
I think we probably need to get a better can opener. It's not very good, that one.
Well, I think
it's slipped off, but
it's operator
seems
error.
to be working all right now.
If you can get the lid off all the way, brilliant. But yeah, there you go. This stuff doesn't matter what you brew. We did some beer, and it is like treacle, literally. What you need to do to make it run easier is pop it in some boiling water for a minute. It's a bit like thick Marmite. What you will need is some water. So just leave that for a minute.
We might have been able to put that in a smaller thing, but that is quite a big container. So that's quite.
And in a minute I'm gonna just lift this up. Bearing in mind this is quite hot. Don't need any more. That's all I did last time, did it? Take it over to barrel. Now look, you see on top I've got this like rack. Pour that in.
Do you have like a spoon or anything to get that out?
Then what I did last time is I just put it on the rack and left it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
To get everything out, yeah. Should we do this video in a few parts?
Yeah. So that's.
Okay, so we'll come back when we're on to the next step. Welcome back, and we're just doing the second part of the process now.
So I've left my tin on top to drip a bit. You can see there's not a lot left in it. You can just do that if you want. Right. So I'm done with that bit. You can see how gooey it is. It's horrible stuff it is. Right, I'll get rid of that as soon as I can. Right, this tin, one we've already done, which is that basically, does 23 litres.
Okay.
And
which is up to there, just a little bit. So that'll be that top notch, I think.
Yeah. And I know from our limited experience, which isn't a lot to be honest doing this, that you need 3 litres-ish of boiling water to start with, and the reason you need 3 litres of boiling water or thereabouts is to dissolve this stuff. Yeah.
It smells like Weetabix. a bit like
It
Weetabix.
does. In fact, yesterday,
It does smell like Weetabix.
when
hot
we were
Weetabix.
messing about bottling the wherry up, we were left with marmite basically at the bottom. And next time I brew some wherry or something like that, I'm going to try and make some marmite because it's just leftover yeast extracts. Right. So get rid of that tray. That is useful. Just pinch it from the cooker if you can. So we need to dissolve this. You can see now that how.
Is that enough?
Yeah, that'd be enough for that.
Yeah, okay. I don't know how much that kettle holds.
This bit might be boring, but you can see what you basically want to end up with, sort of a thick gravy without any lumps in it. That's all I can, the easiest way of describing it. This spoon, it is a stirring spoon. I wasn't awarded it, I bought it. And then in a minute we're going to top this up with cold water to 23 litres or thereabouts, and leave it alone. Apparently that is all you need to do with this.
You obviously got to fit this and everything, haven't we?
Yeah, we'll put the lid on in a minute. So I've got my gravy. I mean, all I do is get a spoon and have a look at it, because that's sort of my thick gravy. It's dissolved. Because if you don't dissolve it and stir it enough, you can end up with lumpy gravy, basically. So the reason for adding the hot water is to dissolve the real thick goo, basically. Then the reason for adding the cold water is that if I was to put the yeast in now, which I've got to put at the end, it would kill the yeast because it would be too hot for it.
Oh, okay.
That's what I have sterilised this bowl. In fact, we've sterilised literally everything. And to sterilise, let's just get that cold water on. Again, you're just using those, we showed it on the video before, the tinny little tablets. They use them in hospitals, GP surgery, dentists, you name it, everywhere. And you'll see on the label, kills all that and viruses, including the coronavirus. I'll mention that again. Yeah,
You can use it for that.
£6. People use them in swimming pools,
Bars and
hot tubs, you
yeah.
name it. You can put it in a spray bottle and do your handles on your doors or your worktops even with it. I can't see why you couldn't use that. It's got chlorine in it, and you put it in warm water and they fizz and dissolve. Chlorine does evaporate. That's why you don't put it in hot water, and that's why when you mix bleach you do it in cold water, because chlorine evaporates in hot water. It's warm water with those. In fact, what you found when you start looking around with things being scarce, there's a lot of alternatives where you realise people have been making an awful lot of money for not a lot in the products. Alternative products are there, you know, things like Milton and things like that, sterilising bottles. Well, you just stick them in a tablet of that, it'd be absolutely fine. Smells quite nice. I'm just going to that's basically it. That's what these labels are funny. If you tear it back, just make sure you tear it back slowly. So that's instructions, mix contents. Add yeast.
Yeah, is this like the wherry where you had the yeast on top? At the last
These
part?
contents with 2 litres of add recommended ingredients. Yeah. And that's it basically.
Okay. So obviously we're going to put the rest of the water in.
And then we're going to add the yeast.
Then we're going to add the yeast. I know this is a little bit boring, but
I just want to show you that.
don't want to do too many different takes of this. Okay, so we're nearly there. And what does it say? It said it's 23, so probably for the bowl we'll do that.
Bowl.
And it's fizzing away at the moment. Fizz, fizz, fizz.
And to be honest, it's cleanliness. It's like when you go in a pub and you have a real nice pint of beer. The reason you have a nice pint of beer is because all the lines are clean and everything, and people look after it. When you go in a pub and you're poorly afterwards because they haven't cleaned anything. And you don't see behind the scenes quite often.
It has a lighter colour to it now.
Yeah, sort of large colour.
Yeah.
The reason I've got it stood on the barrel there is when I come to siphon it off, it'll just be a lot easier. And
I reckon that'll be enough for that now.
It stops the little Jack Russell that likes beer, so stops her getting anywhere near it. I'm just going to do it to 22. I'll do this
Yeah,
with
that
23.
is. Yeah, that's done. Yeah.
I don't think you have to.
No. Okay. Right.
Too much. And then it says just to sprinkle the yeast on. Brew's yeast, which they supply with it.
You don't mix that or anything, do you?
Yeah, it does say to mix.
Oh, does it say to mix? Okay, my mistake.
So when we made
The wherry.
just
Woodford's wherry.
sprinkle it on top.
Okay.
I can't see that make a lot of difference to us, but yeah, I think it's going to float anyway, so I don't think there's a lot of. It's
Just mix. Yeah, give it. If it says to mix it in, give it a good mix. But it is floating a bit anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's quite a lot of volume in this. Yeah, it's mixing better now. I imagine that'd go over time anyway once it's sat in there.
And we've got to leave it a few days on the packet.
How many days does it say to leave it for?
6, I think, and then test the alcohol gravity. That's basically it.
So we might do this video in a couple of parts. Might upload part 1, which is today's videos, and then
Yeah. So I've already got my airlock ready. Half filled it with sterile water, pushed it in ready to go on. The lid stays on, it's not airtight, it's just stopping any bits falling in. And that is literally it. And that'll just be left now.
so it's the 1st of April,
We'll write a date on it.
2020 today.
April Fool's Day.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we're not doing many falls at the moment, but
Well. And you will need a pair of scissors for the yeast.
Yeah.
Don't try ripping it with your teeth.
it'll go everywhere, won't
You
it?
won't have any
Yeah.
teeth left.
We're not
Anyway.
any used to it. Yeah.
We'll come back to you when we're brewed up, and obviously we'll do a taste test, or I will again. We'll let you know how we get on basically, and we'll see what Cooper's Lager is like. I'm hoping it's similar to
that on the thing.
to the reg. Yeah, I'm hoping we get a pint like that. If we get a pint like that, now I know that's
I
got a
don't know,
nice
maybe.
frothy head on, and that's Australian.
We'll see,
but,
won't we?
yeah, if we get a result like that, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, thanks for watching another one of our videos, and I hope it sort of makes you smile a little bit. We're not taking things too seriously.